Welcome to Cliff on Cars and Things. I'm Cliff.
Good day. You join me on a beautiful spring morning here in South Africa. Today we're visiting the FOTON dealership. With me is Linda Koke, salesman at the FOTON dealership. Now, this is the FOTON bakkie behind me. In South Africa, the bakkie culture is big. In the past 10 years, I would say, bakkies have become bigger than SUVs. We know around the world SUVs are the thing, but in South Africa, it's a bakkie. In South Africa, we call this a bakkie. You may call it a pickup or a van, but here, it's a bakkie. Linda, welcome to Cliff on Cars.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Cliff. It's a great pleasure.
Great. Linda, let's talk through this FOTON brand. So FOTON has just come into South Africa. They've been here now a couple of years.
Yes.
All right, and we haven't really been paying attention to them.
True.
But I think this product here is going to change that.
100%. This is actually value for money, guys. FOTON has been here since 1996, in out, but we're back again now with this magnificent bakkies, a 4x2s up to a 4x4.
So GWM's P series, I think, is the one that's shifted the game for bakkies. They've come in and they've muscled their way into the market here in South Africa. But I think that this bakkie is going to join the P series, and we're going to see it around, especially because of what it offers as a vehicle and in your pocket. And that's what the P series did, and people saw the value for money. And I think this is going to surprise you, because it really did surprise me.
I mean, like Cliff has just said now, I mean, this is value for money, like I said before. If you're looking at a great bakkie, I mean, what would go wrong with a Cummins 2-liter diesel engine?
So it's Cummins 2-liter engine?
Yes.
Right?
That's
okay, so the Cummins 2-liter diesel motor, that's mated to what gearbox?
It's mated to an 8-speed gearbox that's automatic. You're looking at the manual is a 6-speed gearbox, which is a ZF gearbox. Where could you go wrong there?
Yeah, so Cummins mated to a ZF gearbox.
Yes.
So I think that's a winning formula. I mean, Cummins has been in South Africa for many years, on the truck side of things, and we know that their engines are super reliable. So I think from a drivetrain point of view, I think you guys are sorted.
100%. And before I forget, the diff also is also an Elton diff, second biggest diff in the world. So I mean, you got good value here. I mean, this is what you need. Three of the biggest things that you need: a diff, a gearbox, and an engine. I mean, you got it in one bakkie, less than a good 400,000.
All right, so take me through the range.
Okay, so you got a manual range, which is the entry level, 6-speed gearbox. You're looking at 399, 900. Then you got your first of the range of the automatic. You're looking at 469 up until the 4x4, which is a good limited. You're looking at 599. So you got a manual, you got an auto, and you got the top of the range. That's the three that we have.
All right, so
but there's 5 derivatives in between.
Right, and what does the package offer as far as maintenance plan and that kind of stuff?
Okay, it comes with a standard 3-year 45.
Okay.
That's the service. And then you got your 5-year unlimited. The first 200 bakkies, guys, might I add, the first 200 to be sold across the country, unlimited mileage, which is a 5-year. Then from there you get a 5-year, 200,000 kilometer mileage.
200,000?
200,000.
That's still good.
I mean,
all right. Towing capacity?
Towing capacity, you're looking at a good 3,000 braked, 3,300 unbraked.
Right. And that's matching which bakkies? When I talk about which bakkies, I'm talking mainly Hilux, Amarok, and your Ford Ranger.
So you're looking at the Hilux, you're looking at all the brands that you just mentioned. Yeah. We're looking to come across all across, because the Hilux is looking at a good 3.5.
All right.
So we're just about there.
Okay.
And then your Isuzu, you're looking at a good 3,000. We're just about there.
Right. So you're matching.
So we're matching
the top end bakkies.
Yes.
Okay. I won't say top end bakkies. I'll say the popular bakkies.
The popular bakkies. 100%.
Which this might become.
I mean, yeah, we've just been in the country. Like, this has been established for a good three weeks. We're on the 4th week now.
All right.
So we're not doing bad. I mean, the traction is there.
All right. Yeah. Perfect. And then tell me fuel consumption on this Cummins motor. Yeah. Do you have any on that?
You're looking at a good 7.4 per 100 kilometers.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
I mean, yes, that's what we're trying to do. Trying to match the standards of what has always been portrayed as the best. So that's what we're trying to get to. If the people can actually just come, just drive, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, well, you'll find Linda here at the Volvo dealership in Nelspruit. Come through and see what it's all about. I think it's something exciting. It's all these new brands from the East are coming in and entering our market, and by the way, taking over our market. It's worth a while to come and see, to get a test drive, see what they offer, see what it's all about, so you can match it with the European brands and also some of the more established brands like your Toyotas and your Amaroks and your Ford bakkies.
100%.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, Linda, just give us a little bit more about the vehicle before we look at the interior.
Okay, I want to tell you about this. The simplest thing that this car comes with, it comes with a ground clearance of a 210 millimeters. So obviously with a 210 millimeters in the low field, what else would you get? I mean, you can go through potholes. Firstly, we got about potholes in South Africa. That's a good take on it because it doesn't hurt. Nicest thing about it, the rims. The rims is a good 70. With a 7-inch rim, I mean, you can go from here to Pietermaritzburg easily without having any hassles. The one thing that I liked about this bakkie is it comes standard with a little towing thing. You just need to add the hook. That's the only thing that I've realized, that most bakkies don't have a towing. So once you put that on, it just makes it easy. You just buy the hook, it just makes it easy.
So it already comes with the fixture ready for you just to put the hook on?
That's the only thing that you need to do. Just get the hook, hook it on, then you're good to pull.
So the hook is an extra which you can buy from you guys?
Buy from us at a good low price, at a good 3,000 rand.
All right, so it's not the whole shebang of a very expensive tow bar.
You don't even need to put a harness on it, nothing. It's already there. All you need to do, workshop, buy the hook, we hook it on, you're good to go.
Perfect. So now, this specific bakkie we're looking at here, this is not the top of the range.
This is not the top of the range. Actually, this is the TL. This is the entry level.
Okay.
Mind you, this is just the entry level, and the nicest thing, like I said, there's a lot of things that we don't get with other bakkies. You don't pay for the color here. The color comes as a standard. So there's variations of colors. There's a white, there's a yellow, there's a blue, there's a black, there's a silver, there's a gray. So whichever color makes you happy, you get it. We don't even need to add a price onto it.
There you go. Those are the bargains that you get.
Those are the bargains that you get.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this interior. And I think this is what won me of this bakkie. So I will admit, the Amarok, the new Amarok, the new Ranger, which is basically the same bakkie, those bakkies are lookers, all right? And when you jump into them, I mean, they're now been upped, they're first class, they're not different to SUVs, but have a look at this. And if you drive an Amarok, the new 2024 Amarok, 2024 Ford Ranger, you're in for a surprise.
I'm coming for you.
Have a look at that. This is just first class. There you go, your cigarette ashtray over there. So right here, I think this cabin is here to rival even the SUVs, according to what I see right here. I'll jump in the back seat and...
Can I turn it on? I know.
So you got the three lovely Evans there with the polished plastic around it. And this beautiful polished material over here, and look at the quality of those switches, right? Look at the quality of those switches. There's your ashtray over there. Look at the size of that screen going across there. Look at that. Look at that striping that you've got there on that. Well, it's not genuine wood grain, but look at it. Amazing. This is what we're seeing in South Africa now. We're seeing all these vehicles coming in from the east, just bringing quality at a much cheaper price. And I just don't understand. I don't know how the big brands want to keep up with this. So we have got the different driving modes.
Yes, different driving modes. Here are there. You got your Eco, your Normal, and your Sports. The nicest thing about this, you got a 12.3-inch screen that comes standard. You got your aircon comes standard as well. You don't pay for aircon, which your Android and your Apple CarPlay also come standard. Also get wireless charging on the bakkie. So there's a whole lot rather than just getting a good old bakkie. And you got your cruise control as you go downhill as well. There's it there. You got 3 different skins, which we use obviously to display there. You got your sports skin, you got your normal skin, and you got your normal Eco Drive skin as well.
All right. And then what's happening over here?
So this is the skin that I told you about. So that's the whole home button. This is all your media and your radio if you choose in between the two.
Okay.
Your settings buttons.
All right.
And then that's your volume and your radio on and off, volume up and down. But this you can also use to navigate onto the radio.
Right.
It's also got it there. You've got your cruise control on there on the steering wheel as well. Also got the same buttons that you got here. So we're just making it convenient for the passenger to actually assist as you drive. Instead of you just need to focus on the road. The passenger doesn't need to say, please go on to the next song, which they can easily do on their own.
That's the first time I've heard that explanation.
Exactly.
You get A+ per market.
Hey man, you get.
Okay, so you've got this bin here where you can put your goodies.
Yes.
So it opens up.
So there we go.
All right. That's a big bin. It's got a USB.
It's got a USB port
over there. All right.
You can use it for charging.
Okay.
And then you got USB ports in front as well.
Okay.
You do have 2 USB ports here, I think, as well.
So 2 USB ports over here. And then I see you've got climate control.
Yes.
So this is dual climate control here at the back.
Yes, you can control it from the front and the back.
And the back.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Perfect. All right.
And mind you, forgot the one thing, it's all keyless entry from the entry level up until the top of the range. All keyless entries.
There's a lot going on. There's a lot. Okay. Music. We'll have to start it again so we can see that.
Okay. Switch it off.
Okay, Linde, so here we are. This is the top dog. This is the big daddy.
Now this is the big daddy. This is the 4x4 LTD that you're looking at, the Photon. So this gives you value for money, like I said. I mean, $599. What would you expect for $599 in the double cab industry? So this is what you get.
So under 600,000, you get this big boy.
Yes.
I see it's got the nice rims on it. It's an 18-inch tire.
Yes.
And it's got the nice side step on it right there, full side step going all the way. And it comes with the roll bar.
Yeah.
And you've got extra hooks over here at the back for your load. It's got the mud flaps on it. It's got a rear step that is color coded with the black on the top. And you've got your tow bar on it.
Got brake sensors as well.
Oh yes, you've got parking sensors
Parking
in the
sensors.
back. All right.
Then you got your front parking sensors on this one as well.
Front parking sensors as well. Reverse camera, I'm seeing something over here.
Reverse camera, you got a 360 on the Victor. So you got a 360 degree camera.
360 at the back.
Not just the back, but you got a full 360 degree.
Okay.
Nicest thing is, this is what you need. Just to open the vehicle.
So it's keyless entry.
Keyless entry. There we
Okay.
go. Folding mirrors as well.
So when you lock it, the mirrors fold. When you open up, you press the button on the door.
There you go.
Does it for you. All right, let's open up. Let's look at this interior. Now this is the interior. That's the full spec.
Yeah.
And what you need to look at is the leather on the seats. This is a beautiful seat. Look at the side bolsters over here. They'll hold you very nicely. Nice leather on the steering wheel. You've got leather here on your door card. Come to the back. And this bench is beautifully covered in leather. This is a class act for half the money of the competition.
I mean,
Electric seats.
there we go. There we go. You got ISOFIX as well for the babies.
Oh yes, of course.
You do have ISOFIX as well.
Right, so it's got safety in mind.
It's got safety in mind as well.
Okay, so we're going to take this vehicle out now and we're going to go for a drive so you can see what it looks like on the road.
Let's go.
Perfect.
Yep.
Okay, so here we are. I'm about to go on a drive in the Photon. Like I said, beautiful cabin. I'm sitting here, my seat is just raised. I can see over the bonnet. I can see all around me. The A-post is not obscuring me and obstructing my vision. So we'll now go into, so that was manual.
Yes.
What is E? Economy.
Economy.
Okay, fine. And so P is park.
Park,
So
yeah.
you press P, that's park.
Yes.
And then you shift it back once, it says E. Then how do I know it's reverse or
E
drive?
means echo. You can put on normal. Remember the 3 driving.
Okay,
It's,
fine. So we drive, there's manual one, it's drive.
That's
And
right.
when you go to reverse, how do you go to reverse?
Push it forward.
Push it forward for
Yes,
reverse.
push it forward for reverse.
Okay,
And it's gonna show you the 360 degree.
camera, right.
Yep.
Then it gives us neutral, then it gives us drive. Then you can choose your driving mode.
Choose your driving modes
Okay.
there.
We've got electric handbrake, so you can't do donuts that's parking. And let's check our blind spots.
That's there.
Off we go. Nice sound on the indicator. what you may call turning signal overseas. We call indicators.
Indicators, yeah.
Yeah. Very smooth shift on this transmission box. This gearbox is very nice. I mean, we're only doing 72 km per hour right now, but it's changed very nicely. Put my foot down, it responds. The drive is not choppy. Some bakkies are choppy. Getting into this bakkie immediately, I don't feel choppy. It's not bouncing around and hopping at the back. So the rear suspension is not choppy. That's a good thing. I'm not big on bakkies, I'll tell you that. Simply because they're choppy. Even the top ends ones, they can be choppy. It takes away from the drive completely. And they do better when you load it. From the outside and from the inside, the bakkie doesn't seem as high as it is when you're on the outside. But when you're on the inside, the bakkie is actually got clearance. It's actually slightly quite high.
Yeah.
So you straight in mind is not acting up.
Okay. Can we hold it maybe?
So from the outside and the inside, there's a difference. When you're on the outside, you actually don't see that the bakkie's got a high clearance. But when you're on the inside and you're driving it, this bakkie's got a high clearance. Great grip on the steering wheel.
True.
You've got flappy pedal shifters here if you want to be adventurous. And this screen is just beautiful. It's lovely. I feel like I'm driving something like, you know, a high-end Audi or Mercedes-Benz or BMW, the way it is. And when I'm sitting here in the front, I don't feel behind me that it's a bakkie.
No.
I just feel I'm in a lovely car. It could actually be an SUV.
Yeah.
And once again, this bakkie's got great clearance. Okay, we just gotten off the main road there, and we're going to make a turn here at the Eskom property. We're now driving on concrete, and this bakkie does well. I mean, the suspension is traveling a lot by itself before the body travels. It's doing its own traveling before it engages the body. So let's do the U-turn here. Let's see the circumference here. Let's see how well we can turn. And that's basically 2.5. Cycle I've done there. 1, 2 in the back. Now we're turning the other way.
There we go.
And this is good. I really I'm gonna say to people out there, before you judge something, sometimes, especially cars, you need to go and experience a car to understand what the package offers and what it's all about. Is it good or is it bad? I'm giving you this review. It's my first time driving this bakkie. Should have my indicator on. It's my first time in this bakkie, and I'm impressed. Would I spend my 500,000 Rand on this bakkie? Yes, I would. Why would I? Because I think if my wife got into this bakkie, she would be satisfied with the drive and with the cabin. It's modern, it's up there with the best, and what's in the name? Because we've seen all these guys come in from the east. Your GWMs have come in with their bakkies. Your Cherries have come in with their mid-size SUVs, and they're dominating the market. So based on that alone, I would say, without a doubt, there comes the G-Wagon. And I think this is just as nice as the G-Wagon inside. I'm not lying to you. Go to your nearest FOTON dealership and get inside this bakkie. You won't be disappointed. Linda, thank you so much.
It's all a pleasure, man. It's all a pleasure.
And I hope the people come out, give this bakkie a try, and see what FOTON is all about. This is effortless. This is effortless. I'm actually hearing, okay, I had to dodge a cyclist there, and that worked out very well. That worked out very well. And so, it's the first time it's the first time a driver who had to do some evasive driving, and it did it very well, I must say. So I hope people come out and have a look at this bakkie, and I hope you sell these bakkies, because I think they have a place in the market. For what they've brought us here, and look at this finishing, the plastics here. It's not hard, it's soft. It's great.